YouTube, what it do? Global Ceezy back in here today. We in Japan, Tokyo to be exact. You feel me? And today we're gonna speak on what it's like being black in Japan. Alright, we're gonna speak on it, you feel me? Alright, so Japan, chill, laid back country, reserved, not too much going on. Surprisingly to me, there's a lot of foreigners, and there's a good amount of black people here, like a lot of Africans here, a lot of Americans here for college, for school, from the military, whatever. There's a lot of black people that have been here for years on years on years. There's a lot of Blasians here too. But in Asian countries, when you say a lot of black people or a number of black people, it's still pretty minuscule. Most people don't have interactions with black people. Most people have never came in contact with one. So it's still a small, tiny minority. But for the most part, as a black person here, nobody's gonna try you. People just mind their business. People won't really say anything racist to you. You might get some looks. You might feel out of place a lot. You might get some like outcast vibes, but people usually just shut their mouth about it. People usually just stay to themselves. It's kind of like America in that sense. Like a lot of American cities or like school in America, I like the Asian people kind of like stay away from blacks, kind of like don't associate themselves with blacks, don't speak to blacks unless it's like short and, you feel me? I will say there's different types of Japanese people. There's some that are open to black culture, that love hip hop culture, that dress like you, that love our music, love hip hop, reggae, whatever. And then there's some that are like completely on the other side of the spectrum, and you can tell. But one thing you'll notice here is like people are very good at hiding their true feelings, very good at being good actors, like very good at like just concealing their emotions, you know? But if you can see through it and you just pay attention a little bit, you'll understand that a lot of people are scared of you, scared of the thought of you. A lot of people just keep their distance. People might like jump and be scared when you approach them, you know? Shit like that. But I will say, you have to realize too, a black man's energy or a black person's energy, like your whole vibe, your whole attitude is very different than the vibe of here. You feel me? The vibe is like more militant. You walk a certain way, you talk a certain way, you look at people a certain way, you smile a certain way, you interact with your friends a certain way. But as a black person, it's like you shake the room basically. But people are good at holding their composure around you for the most part. Once in a while, you'll get weird like interactions where it's like, God damn. And let me tell you, I haven't had no bad experiences like that here, but there is times where like people will jump and shit when they see me or when I try to approach them, which is normal. People have timid energy here, but it's not really a concern of mine. But I noticed like living here is a different story, you feel me? Because me, I got fresh energy. People know me from TikTok or whatever. I'm talking to people every day. The longer I stay here, I start to see reality more. It starts to connect with me, like what's going on. I'm meeting more people, black people from America, meeting Africans. Just start to see like the little micro, I wouldn't say microaggression, but like micro awkwardness, you feel me? There's a lot of micro awkwardness. And a lot of the black people I meet or just see, you can just tell they're very drained by this place, especially Tokyo. I feel like Osaka's a better city, but Tokyo, you can just tell like a lot of people are drained just by the vibes here. Most of the black dudes look like they're over it, just want to go back home or whatever. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool place. Like, it's definitely better than a lot of places. You have your freedom, you have your privacy, you have your peace, but there can be a lot of weirdo energy, especially in Tokyo. You'll come across a lot of weirdos, and it has nothing to do with being black, but there's a lot of weirdos here. Like, I'm not judging them, they're just socially weird people, you know, that just do weird stuff. And especially as a black woman, you're facing it more. My first day in Osaka, I met a black girl, and she was telling me like, don't go to Tokyo, you feel me? She said her first day in Tokyo on the train, she got grabbed by some random Japanese dude. He like randomly just grabbed her up and then try to follow her off the train and stuff, you feel me? And I'm gonna make a video on pervert culture in Japan too. There's a lot of pervert culture, especially for like foreign women getting groped, women getting harassed and all of that. That's common out here, and that's the culture out here, honestly. There's a lot of perversion and stuff. But in my opinion though, as a black person, I feel like you'll face more discrimination more than racism, you feel me? And it's not really like blatant. This is the thing, people will think some shit about you, and they'll project it, but they'll still be smiling in your face, or they'll act normal. But people will be thinking some different shit or projecting some different vibes onto you and smiling in your face like police. Police will pull up on you, search you, but smile in your face like this. Or they'll just see you and just tell you, oh, you can't do that, but smile in your face or something. It's like they fear you at the same time as like, I don't know, it's like a fear thing. A lot of them fear black people. It's kind of like robotic here. A lot of people move like robots. But there's like a different side of people too that know what's going on and like try to break out that matrix mindset. And those are the people that often get along with you. They'll often be drawn to you, want to come to you and talk about shit. Like I said, I haven't been here long enough to face any crazy discrimination, but I heard certain clubs, they won't let black people in. I haven't seen that, but I know that's one problem here too. They'll just discriminate against you just for no reason. There's been a lot of times where I'm just vibing or chilling. Somebody will just come up to me and tell me, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Sir, you can't do this. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's just random shit. And that could be annoying. Now, I've also seen videos where police will just search you randomly. And it happened to me last night. You feel me? I was with this other Blasian dude. And police just pulled up on us and then searched us, searching through my wallet, you feel me? I was like, huh? They're searching my wallet, inspecting my credit cards and stuff, which is weird as hell to me. And if you don't speak Japanese, it's hard to diffuse them situations. But being black here, they will lock your ass up for no reason. Any situation you get in, it's better to just like stay out the way here. It's basically like you have to conform here and like walk on your tippy toes like everybody else. If you have too much energy, if you do too much here, you're gonna get arrested eventually, or you're just gonna get into some shit. You're just gonna like tick off the radar, you feel me? What you have to realize here, everybody does shit in like a uniform way, you know? So if something happens, bro, you're the aggressor. You're the person that caused shit. You're the one that's going to jail. You're the one that's disturbing the peace. You're the one that's disturbing the people, which is in a lot of countries, you feel me? Most Asian countries, most countries as a foreigner, you are the aggressor. You are the one that came and started trouble no matter what the situation is, you know? But as a Blasian here, I've met a lot of Blasians, half African, half American, whatever, and they tell me it's hard to like fit in society. And to me, they look full Japanese, you know, but culture here is more whitening skin, disown darker skin, and there's a lot of people that have my skin tone, regular Japanese people, or maybe they're mixed with like Filipino or something. As a Blasian, they tell me like in school, you feel very uncomfortable. People laugh at you. People make fun of your skin tone. People make fun of you for being black, which is in most Asian countries. Most Asian countries, they do that. Almost all of them. There's nothing you can really do because you're the oddball out. Most situations, most women don't want to deal with you, whatever. In Japan, they really look up to like Korean culture, white skin, white programming. They love Korean culture too, which is very white in skin, very baby face culture. So as a black person or like a person with brown skin, kind of seen as an outcast. And you'll see most of those dudes, most like Blasian people, you'll see them like they got an outcast vibe. They got some like hip hop style. You can just tell people outcast them. That's just the vibe here, bro. Me as a foreigner, I don't see it as that serious, but growing up here and only knowing this, it's probably serious, you feel me? Probably like you can't escape it. It's probably like eating away at you every day of your life. But me, I embrace being different here because I'm American, first of all. A lot of people respect American hip hop or whatever. A lot of people like that shit. They smile when they see me. But my energy is also different. It's still fresh. I don't walk around here like depressed about shit. I don't walk around here tucking my tail. But I feel like the longer you stay out here, the more you'll like try to just not be seen, conform to society, and mold yourself in what they want you to be. And as far as the woman, it's kind of weird here. Women here will wear like hip hop clothes, black clothes, try to like dress black, but then won't talk to a black person, will be scared of a black person, you know? And they also like associate most blacks with just Africa off the jump, which is common in Asia. African Americans are pretty new to these places fairly, and there's not much of us, but Africans, I think Africans have like a bad reputation here. Most of them come from poor countries or whatever. Some of them associate Africans with crime. So as a black American, they don't really associate blacks with America. And dudes will tell you, nah, bro, we in the military, we know, we this, we that. Bro, y'all don't see it from the outside perspective. How many Japanese people have never came in contact with y'all? That's what they love to say about Vietnam and here. Oh, bro, the army been here, bro, before y'all even... Nah, bro. There's still billions of people that have lived here, have died, and have never met a black person. But yeah, most of the black people I see here, if they haven't like conformed and like forced themselves into the Japanese box, most of them just look like they tired of being here, like they don't want to be here. Most of the students aren't forced to live here for a better life. Most of them just look like they don't want to be here, like they tired of it. They're just tired of the people, the society, the unspoken rules and shit in society here. And there's a lot of Japanese people that are over it too. A lot of Japanese people don't like the society here, like the younger people. They don't like the pressures of society, just the fakeness of it. A lot of people are over it. And you can just tell a lot of the black people here don't trust the Japanese people. And the Japanese people don't trust the black people here because it's like they don't really understand each other. The Japanese people here put like facades on around you. I think they naturally just don't trust black people. And a lot of them don't trust Americans because of the war. a lot of the older people. An older dude told me, he's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like Americans because of the war. He said, I only tolerate them because of business. And he travels to America. But he told me like Osaka people are nice, they're welcoming. That's why I rock with Osaka, but coming to Tokyo, you see what it's like really being black here. And honestly, I didn't face no real racism here, but I've heard a lot of stories, met a few black people here. Some of them told me a lot of shit, and some of them just, their face says it all. Their energy just says it all. Like as a black person living here, it's kind of draining, you feel me? It's kind of draining. Just the society here, the overall work culture, the overall like closed offness in the culture. It's kind of draining. It's kind of like you have to keep your mouth shut. Don't say how you feel. Don't be too honest. Don't step on nobody's toes when you talk. That's what bro last night was telling me. You can watch my video. The reality of being Blasian in Japan. He told me like, you be too honest with these people. They look at you like, how could you? You don't move like a Japanese person. You don't smile and act fake and, you know, act subservient. They look at you like, how could you? And I feel like low-key people are a little sneaky, so you never know what people are thinking. People might stab you in the back. If you have Japanese friends, he was telling me that, like, they'll call the police on you and you'll never know. They'll hate your guts and you'll never know, you feel me? But for me, none of this stuff is new, just me living in Asia for a long time. Maybe like the way they hide shit is kind of new to me, like that's just common in the culture. They hide everything. The women hide their true emotions. The women like live in a little shell. Nobody knows the real them. I think a lot of people don't believe in God here. For me, it was obvious, like just being from America, or going to school with Asian people. I don't know much Japanese people, but I know a lot of Chinese people. Sometimes they're more blatant with stuff. I think it's kind of similar, but I just realized like there's people that don't think out the box, and I feel like you can't really trust them because they can't relate to you, you know? People that think outside the box, people that have experience with other cultures, they relate to you more, they understand you more, and they understand like the faults in the culture, just when it comes to open-mindedness and like welcoming and understanding foreign values and cultures. So most people here will tell you, Japan is cool, just don't live here, you know? And most black dudes here, they'll tell you like the woman scared of them, don't want anything to do with them. Some of them love you, some of them fetishize you. And for the women, I think they're fetishized a lot, more than black men here. Dudes will come up to you, touch you, try to grope you, or whatever, say shit to you, just treat you like a piece of meat. Honestly, I've seen a few like black women with Japanese dudes, but you could tell those are black women that like Japanese culture and anime and stuff, you know, big woman, whatever, edgy woman, whatever. You'll see more Japanese women with white men. I don't know if other cities is different, you know, like military cities, you'll see black dudes with Japanese women, but I know they like us, you feel me? But it's just the society thing. Is it okay in society to walk around with a black man? Is it okay their parents to know they was with a black man, you know? That's the thing out here. But compared to other countries I've been to, I would not put this on a racist country list, you feel me? I would not put it on a racist country list, and you know I'm Global Ceezy. If it was, I'd say it, you feel me? I feel like it's more of a discriminant country, which is what black people are used to. But it's more of a mental gymnastics thing if you live here. You're facing mental gymnastics, and that could be more painful than blatant racism, because blatant racism, you know who's who. Here, it's like, if you're not experienced enough, you won't know who's who. People just go on about their day and they act like they're not judging you or whatever, but they are. A lot of people that live here will tell me this is a no-go for blacks. Black people shouldn't come here. I would say the opposite. I'll say black people gotta come here, you feel me? At least Osaka. Osaka's a cool city. Come experience Japan a little bit. I wouldn't write this country off. I enjoyed my time here, I ain't gonna lie. But I feel like the longer I stay in Tokyo, is the more my perspective might change, you know? But hey, that's the Global Ceezy outlook on Japan as a black person. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your experience. Let me know if I was wrong about anything. Let me know if y'all got some deeper insight. Global Ceezy, we out. Bounce. Came up out of dirty part, man. How the fuck I made it out the friends? I don't do no wifey, don't do friends.